All right, so hello and welcome to the video, and my name is Wade Smith. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing a technique to pretty much instantly defeat anyone in a scenario where they either reach to grab you, all right, say in street self-defense, or even if it was a prize fight and they throw, their right cross or a right hook, especially a right hook, or even like the so-called right overhand. Not necessarily this overhand, but this one is sort of like a high hook that comes into the temple or downward from the temple that they call the overhand. That's the good overhand. That is the unskilled overhand. If you're doing this, you're like a schoolyard kid, and that's the very first thing we teach white belts how to beat. All right. Um. All right. Uh, but anyway, so the punch comes in and you're going to catch it on the inside. You're going to parry it with a circle block, although I'm exaggerating, but you're going to parry it with a circle block and catch right here at the base of the wrist, okay? And catch. And then you're going to take your other hand and you're going to reach through right here on the elbow and you're going to torque the person's elbow up as you push their wrist that way. All right. And then once you torque their elbow up, they're going to tap, or if they don't tap, you just throw them that way with their elbow and they're going to go rolling and fall on their ass. At which point you'll be able to get in free strikes on them. Okay. And this one won't mortally wound the person. It'll hurt their shoulder like crazy and might even dislocate their shoulder, but at least they won't be dead. All right. And you can beat them in a street fight or a self-defense situation or even a prize fight because of this. And again, here's the thing about physics and math. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, right? That's a fundamental theorem in mathematics and geometry. All right. So when your opponent throws, especially a hook punch, this is why hook punches are bad. All right, when they throw a hook punch, you have more than enough time to block it and grab it, regardless of what Ramsey Dewey says. I know firsthand. All right, so you block it and grab it. I used to be on the armed exhibition drill team when I was in high school in JROTC, and we twirled rifles. And at home, I twirled a 15-pound steel galvanized pipe like a baton to build up my wrist and grip strength. Okay. And to just practice my rifle routine at home. But also, even after I graduated high school, I kept doing that just to keep my wrist strength high. All right. So when I grab somebody, I got them. They're not getting away from me. All right. Grab their wrist, grab your other hand through, and pull up and inward as you push out and downward on the wrist. Okay. And they're going to tap, or you're going to throw them in that direction. Okay. And if you throw them in that direction, what's going to happen is they're going to end up on their ass with their head facing you, and you're going to be able to get in free hammer fists to their head like this, about like you see in MMA whenever they pass somebody's guard and get side control or whatever. They're going to be pretty much vulnerable to you finishing them off in a couple hits. All right. That's ground and pound once you throw them. So either they're going to tap or they're going to get thrown. And when they get thrown, it's going to hurt like hell. When they get thrown by this throw, it's going to absolutely hurt like hell and probably dislocate their shoulder or collarbone or both. Okay. All right. And you will pretty much instantly win the prize fight, and especially instantly win a street self-defense situation.